All right, folks, it's Thursday night again. We here, the Silver Fox Fitness Club. My name is Big Al. My co-host right here, Miss Yvette Smith. We're right here. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. You looking good.
Thursday. It's Thursday again.
I know, man. I tell you, them days go by so fast. It's crazy.
Super fast. I looked up and I thought it was just Monday, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's Thursday already. The week is over.
Wow. Yeah, I know. I got so much stuff to do. Family coming in town. It's just crazy. It's
Okay.
crazy. Definitely. Hey, so today we have a great guest today. Her name is Yolanda Smith. She's a personal trainer. She's from Houston, Texas, and I am so happy to be bringing her on today.
Yes.
And we're gonna just really kind of just dig deep into it. But before we start, I want to also kind of say every Thursday night, people that tuning in every Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll be having a live stream, and we'll be having a special guest. If not, it'll be me and Yvette. Sometimes we want to talk and just kind of go over some stuff and just kind of, I guess collaborate on some stuff.
Yeah.
Or just kind of talk
Get a
about
feel for you guys, see what's going on with you guys.
Yeah, see what's going on with you guys and stuff like that. So sometimes we'll do that, but for the most part, we'll have a guest. Also, we're getting ready to take the Silver Fox Fitness Club as well to a podcast. Getting ready to do that as well. So that's for the people that want to listen to it when they're driving to work or just driving or they working out. So I know a lot of people like to listen to the audio instead of the video. So we're getting ready to do that as well.
That'll be nice.
Yes, definitely. So let's get into it and bring her into the house. Let's bring her in.
Drum roll.
That's
hello.
Hey, how you doing? Look at her.
I am doing well. Thank you.
I'm blessed. I got two beautiful ladies with two beautiful smiles. I am blessed.
My dental insurance paid off.
Well, both of y'all ladies have beautiful smiles, definitely.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So if a person had a bad day, look at y'all smiles, it definitely cheer them up. So, so I am so honored to have you on. I am glad to have you here. I've been following you for some years now.
Awesome. Glad to be here.
Hey, I remember I was following you when I was living in Houston before I moved to Atlanta. That was around 2012. And also, I know her from high school, but when I was in high school, I never said anything to her because I was shy. I was a shy guy. I never said anything to her, but I remember seeing her walking in the hallways and stuff like that.
Wow.
So I remember her face. I remember a lot of people's faces, but I just didn't say anything. So I was that kid that just hung out with the cats. That's it. Just because he was too scared to talk to the girls. I was that guy.
You stayed in the cut and just chilled, huh?
Stayed in the cut and chill. I faked it till I make it. I had like I had a whole line of ladies and didn't have one.
Oh Lord.
Well, let's get it started. Let's find out who is Yolanda Smith. Tell us about you. Who are you?
Well, as you mentioned, I am Yolanda Smith. I'm a mom. I have a 31-year-old daughter, Stephanie Smith. I have a 27, soon to be 28-year-old son, Stefan Smith. And I have the love of my life, my grandson, Case Lemire Winters. He's soon to be 2 years old in July 3rd, actually. Yeah, so I'm just that girl that grew up. Actually, my origins are in Cashmere Garden, Fifth Ward area. Moved to Missouri City at 15. Was an athlete in high school. Was always physically active. So many layers to me. So many layers. That's pretty much it. But I am that chick that you can talk to, you can be transparent with, no judgment zone, but I will tell you the truth. I'm pretty transparent and open, and people that know me tend to love me because they know I'm a true person and I'm very authentic.
Awesome.
Wow.
Let me
Wow.
interject real quick. We have Jade on the line, and she said you were her first mentor when she started the fitness.
Hey Jade, that's
Hey,
right.
Jay.
Such a sweet soul.
Jade was on here about 2 weeks ago, and that was a
Yeah,
great interview. She knocked it out the park.
yeah. So
Definitely.
Jade just confirmed your sweetness.
Yes. Yes.
Jade
And
is a wonderful person.
yeah,
Very sweet. Has always been transparent and
yeah,
just kept it real. She and I, even beyond the fitness and bodybuilding industry, we remain friends. She even took calls from me. I took calls from her. So
awesome.
yeah, and that's typically what has happened in the bodybuilding community. I
Yeah,
always make a friend. I
yes.
always made a friend. So.
You made me as a friend too.
Yay!
And that's good. That's
We met
definitely
the same way.
you definitely need that support.
Yes.
Definitely. You got to
Yes, for
have some
sure.
support.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So let's talk about your fitness journey. Um, I remember when you was starting. I definitely remember when you
Hmm.
started working out. I got to see your transformation because you was posting, so I got to see your transformation, which was wonderful. And actually, to be honest with you, it motivated me, even though I wasn't
Hmm.
doing anything, but it was motivating me. I knew that I had to do it, so it definitely motivated me.
That's
But I
awesome.
know that when people see you working out, they see the
Hmm.
good, but they don't know it's a challenge. They don't see the challenges. There is challenges that they don't see. Can you kind
Of
of dig in a
course.
little bit about some of the challenges that you had to deal with to go through the transformation to get the results that you wanted?
Oh my God. So training in and by itself, just to stay focused mentally, emotionally, to keep my life balanced, is one set of challenge. And then prepping for a bodybuilding competition is a whole nother type of challenge. So I'll speak to whenever I'm prepping for a show, it definitely involves tenacity. It requires me to, just be steadfast. I have to wake up early mornings. I'm up late. I'm, being very mindful and cognizant of my diet, what I'm eating, anything I'm ingesting, drinking, eating, or what have you, plays a very big and important factor. And even just in general, as a fitness professional or as a influencer, personal trainer, if you will, I definitely try as best as I can to model what I represent on social media. When people see me on social media and they see me out in public, I don't want them to say, "Oh, you don't look like you look on social media." And
Mm-hmm.
I've met people in person. They say, "Oh, you look just like your pictures, or you look just like your page or on social media." And I'm like, "Okay, what am I supposed to look like?" But it's very, very challenging. It's not easy. Um, I have my life issues, my life struggles because I am a human. I am real. I have real life scenarios daily, emotional stuff that goes on in my head trash, if
Mm-hmm.
you will. So training and working out and doing all those things help me to stay grounded because I don't know about you guys, but I have to wake up every day with a schedule. If I wake up with no schedule and I'm not on vacation, even on vacation, I have a schedule because you have a list of things you want to do, right? Well,
Right.
in real life, I have a schedule. I have what I do at this time, this time, this time, and this time. And if I didn't have a schedule, I'll be like a ship without a sail. I would
Yeah.
be going which in every direction the wind carries me. So this fitness journey is definitely that in itself a journey.
Hmm. Wow, wow. Miss Betty, what you doing in Texas, Fort Worth, Texas?
She's in
Miss Betty,
Florida.
yeah, she in Fort Worth. Miss
Oh,
Betty's from
sweet.
Brooklyn. Thank you for tuning in. Wow, so through all the challenges you had to go through, I know you
Hmm.
had to be mentally, because I know me, any little thing would throw me off. And I fight it. That's one of my things. I can have everything mapped out, and one little thing can throw me off.
Just
What what are some of the psychic things you have to say to yourself to push? We can make all the excuses we want. But like
mm-hmm.
I've been saying in the past, excuses will not get it done.
Mm-hmm.
It
Right.
sounds good when you're making it, but it doesn't do anything. What are some do I know you have do you have a go-to person that you talk to, to kind of help you out when you just feel like you kind of is falling and you can't get back on that path to where you're trying to go?
Well, I do. I have a couple of mentors. I have, mentors as it relates to whenever I'm competing for a show or prepping for a show.
Mhm.
I have those mentors, and my bodybuilding mentor is Todd Rogers. He's the one that actually connected me and brought me into the fold as far as the bodybuilding industry. So whenever I'm prepping or I'm just having a moment or I feel like I'm not ready, I'm inadequate, or whatever the case is, I do reach out to him. I have Tanya, AKA Storm. I reach out to her. I've reached out to her on occasions, and she and I is really, we have a really unique relationship. We have the same birthday. And
Oh,
there are
Wow.
times when, yeah, there are times when I've called her and I didn't have to say much and she was feeling me and vice
mhm.
versa. So she's also, and then Alethea, Janice, she and I went to high school together when she's from Willow Ridge as well. She's a really good friend of mine that I can go to. And then I have my set of friends that are not in the bodybuilding industry. They're just my everyday go-to people. But other than that, for the most part, I'm usually the one that everybody comes to. I'm
Mhm.
usually the one that everybody texts and can you pray for me? Can you pray with me? Can I talk to you? Or what do you think? Or can you give me advice? Because people see me on social media and they just feel like, or they just assume that I got it all together all the time.
Mhm.
That is
Mhm.
not the case. And so
Mhm.
with so much of that on my shoulders, I have to always remind myself every day when I wake up, I have to start over.
Mhm.
Yes.
Every day I start over. I never approach a day thinking I got it all and I know it all. Every day is a new opportunity and a new day and a fresh start for me because I always think about what did I do the day before that wasn't on my to-do list. Did I
Mhm.
check everything off? What did I miss? I messed up here. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. And so each day is a brand new day and a brand new opportunity. And I have to literally crush myself every day so God can build me up and make me over and I can start over every day.
Mhm.
That's in work, that's in my fitness, that's just in my life in general because if I don't do that, then I'm gonna bring the residue from the previous day and I'm gonna take it into my current state, and I definitely don't want to do that. So I do have those go-to people that
That's
Yeah.
I can
awesome.
rely on. Yeah.
I feel like that's the thing I struggled with for a while. It's like today, and we go into tomorrow, and it's like I had a tendency to bring yesterday forward with me. Not
Mhm.
understanding like yesterday is yesterday, it's gone. Let's deal, embrace today, and whatever take on new task, whatever. And I liked how you said you have to have a schedule to start your day. A lot of
Exactly.
days, I see myself, and I remind myself when I wake up, it's like there's no direction. You see yourself just moving in 100 different directions and you're not going anywhere. So that
Exactly.
schedule is very important to have it to where okay, at this time I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this at this hour and stick to it. And it makes them for a more progressed day for me. So I like that you said that also.
I definitely agree. So, yep.
Yeah. You know, I noticed that on when you had posted your mom, you looking
Mhm.
after your mom, you was helping your mom, and I love the exercises you was teaching her when you was showing her to do. I love that, and when I see you doing that, and think about years ago when my grandmother was alive, and I was showing her certain things that she can do so she can walk better.
Mm,
And when I was
Mhm.
seeing you training your mom, I'm like, man, that's God. I love that. I love
yeah,
that.
that's
So
amazing.
a lot of people they have like they'll DM me or they'll text something and they'll say, it's a challenge working out, or they got a family got to take care of, and it's a lot of stuff going on. So you had to deal with that too as well. You had to work,
Mhm.
you had to take care of mom, and you had to train. You had to train yourself. So
Mhm.
that's can you dig into a little bit about that? Like what
Yes.
what pushes you on that? Because a lot of people just throw in the towel and say it's too much between
Mhm.
work,
Mhm.
taking care of my mom or the kids or my husband. They're just throwing the towel. But you kept pushing. You kept pushing.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm a firm believer in those things that we deem necessary and important, we make time for.
Mhm.
So, and I'll give you, one of my clients. well, she's not my client now, but someone I was doing an observation with, if you will, a consultation with. She was saying that she just couldn't find it in her schedule. She got this, that, and the other. I say, well, you definitely have to prioritize your health, because think about it. We put work, we put this, we put that, we put everybody at the top of the list. But the truth of the matter is, what happens if you're sick yourself because you're not eating right, because you're
Right.
not exercising? All those things that you put at the top of the list and working out at the bottom of the list, it should be reversed, because really and truly, if your health is bad, if you're sick, they can't depend on you. So
Mm-hmm.
what happens if you're sick and all? You can't go to work. You can't take care of your family. You don't have the energy to do the things you need to do. So I tell people, look at it that way. You need to make time to take care of yourself, because they need this. They need this flesh. They need you there. And if you don't take care of yourself and you're down and you're, in a position to where you can't help your loved ones and run errands and take care of your children and even work, then what,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you look at things and put things into a different perspective. So
Mhm.
looking at it that way, years ago, I was praying, I was asking God for a name for my business, my DBA, and He gave me the name Get Fit for Purpose. And I said, we all have a God-given purpose. We all have something that we were ordained and created to do. So, but however, if you're not physically fit and, mentally fit, physically fit, all of that, you can't fulfill your purpose, not to the capacity, or not to the, to where you can be,
Mm-hmm.
versus if you were healthy and mentally there and aware and all of the emotionally healthy and all of that. So He gave me that name, Get Fit for Purpose. So I think we all deserve and should want to be healthy.
So when
Amen.
did you, like in regard to fitness, when did you get started on that platform? Of like in high school, were you active in sports and played sports? And when did the bodybuilding and the personal training come about in your life?
So as you mentioned, yes, I was an athlete in high school, and then I became I was a group fitness trainer, kickboxer, I taught swimming, different genres of fitness. However, when I want to say in my early 30s, I met Todd Rogers at the park. He
Oh,
was a big fanatic. Um, Back then, boot camps and everything was popular. It was the thing. So I had
yeah.
a group of boot campers at Herman Park. He had a group on the other side, and so people was telling him about me, and people was telling me about him. And so one day
Okay.
at the parking lot, um, we were both wrapping our stuff up and leaving. He said, Yolanda. I said, Todd. And we was like, what? And we hugged and we exchanged
Yeah.
information, and we instantly became friends. And so he asked me, you ever thought about bodybuilding or getting? I'm like, bodybuilding. In my mind, I'm thinking bodybuilding, these big muscles. That's all I thought. I didn't think
Mm.
feminine women. So I went to my first bodybuilding competition, and that's where it started. He started a group, ODF, and
Mhm.
I was one of the first original members. Of ODF. And then so that's basically how I got into bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember seeing Todd. I follow him as well, and
Mm-hmm.
I
Hmm.
see him. That's good, man. So y'all have a whole little network of the fitness world.
Mm-hmm.
I miss
Yeah,
all that. I miss that. Damn, that's
yeah.
good. That's good. Now, also, you dealt with anorexia.
Hmm.
Can we talk about that? This, like I said,
Yeah,
people, it's not. It, everybody has a fitness journey, and it's not easy all the time. There are some people that
right,
have to really fight through stuff. You know, so
right.
I want y'all to understand that it's not just when you see people, you see these pictures. Hey, it looks good, it looks great, but they had to fight to get there, and it's not easy.
Exactly.
But also it makes you stronger, and it makes you appreciate it.
Very, very.
Makes you appreciate it. I'm glad there's not a magic pill. To be honest with you,
Mm-mm.
I'm glad it's
And
not.
people still think it is. That's the crazy part.
And it's
I
not.
know, I know. Buying all them supplements and stuff, and
Put in the work.
don't even work.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but
Yeah,
can yeah.
I dealt with so growing up, I think middle school, when I started going through adolescent, and you start, you know, forming your girly parts and start looking feminine and curves and stuff like that. the image was to be a certain size. So I was always slim, but the women in my family were big women. My grandmother, she was 6 feet, and she was a big woman. My mom was big at the time. She was short, but she was big. My aunts were big. Everybody in my family was big, and I didn't want to be big.
Mhm.
So instead of me, at that age, I had a certain look I was looking for, this and that. I was looking at videos on TV. Back then it was MTV and,
Mhm.
BET and all of that, wanting to look a certain kind of way. And so every time I eat, I would go to the restroom. And then there were days when I just wouldn't eat because I thought I was getting fat. So I went through that phase. My aunt at the time, she took me to, went to the doctor just to kind of talk to somebody about it. They never put me on medication, never got to that point. So even though I stopped starving myself, I would I would eat in front of everybody to make them happy, and then I would go to the restroom and throw up. So I
Mhm.
went through that, but eventually, as I got older and became, was an athlete, became more aware of the proper way to
Mhm.
eat and exercise and still maintain a natural physique versus trying to be skinny. I
Mhm.
was more, concerned about being skinny versus being healthy. But
Mhm.
once I got older and I learned that, you're supposed to eat, you can't grow your muscles and grow your body the way you want it to be or define your body without eating. So
Mhm.
once I learned, what it really takes, I had to overcome all of that, the psychology, the psychological mindset of I'm gonna be fat, I'm eating too much. Once I learned the right way to do it, I was able to come out of that. But it took some time. So
Mhm.
Oh
it
wow.
took some
Wow.
time for sure.
Wow.
Wow.
That's something else. What about now you're eating now? So of course I know you have to do a lot of prepping, because you don't sound the kind of person that just you got so much going on, work, training, and
Exactly.
yeah, and then you got to train yourself. So when you do your meal prep and all that stuff
Yeah. Well, usually on Saturdays.
on
Mhm.
I
Saturday.
don't I don't do it on Saturdays. I try to buy the groceries and whatever I need on Saturday, and then Sunday is my downtime because I try not to. I don't work out on Sundays. No training, no clients or whatever on Sundays. So I use that time to kind of cook my meals and get my mind ready for the week and do prepare my workouts, look up stuff for my clients and because visually I'm remembering or looking at my clients where they are, where we're trying to go. So I'm putting workouts together for them. So Sundays are my downtime, and that's when I usually meal prep. But
Mhm.
if I can be transparent, um, I wasn't meal prepping maybe a couple of months ago as I should. I was kind of winging it, if you will. And so by winging it, just eating on the go, and I definitely gained a few pounds
Mhm.
doing that. So it doesn't matter how often you exercise. It doesn't matter how fit you are, how many how much cardio you do. If you don't prep, if you're not intentional about your workouts and your trainings and what you're ingesting, then you fall in the same category just like everybody else,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
you definitely have to be mindful and be intentional about your workouts and your diet.
Yeah. So do you have to practice that to your clients? You have to let them know that's a big part of the transformation is they have to be prepared to do a meal prep. And if you do tell them that, how do you allow them receive it? You know?
Well, I, if I was to do um, an average, I would say as a trainer, maybe 40% of my clients
Hmm.
do the meals as they should or
Yeah.
eat as they should, and the other percentage don't.
Yeah.
You have
And
those that just can't get it.
yeah, it's one of those things I've had now. My serious clients are the ones that come to me that are prepping for a competition,
Mhm.
some type of competition, or they have something that they're prepping for. One of my um, clients, she's getting married this weekend, so she was pretty strict,
Mhm.
and she's actually on her way to go get married. But some of my other clients, you know, if they were prepping for a bodybuilding competition, they had a tendency to be strict and, you know, consistent and disciplined on their diet. Everybody else is like, you know, they, you know, I can tell because when we, you know, we get on the scale and I, you know, say, okay, I'm not seeing the results. Well, you know, I had to do this, or we celebrated this or that. And, you know, so I try to teach them to find a happy balance that, you know, the let's balance it. I said, okay, let's do this. Monday through Friday, stick to a diet. Saturday or Sunday, not both days, but Saturday or Sunday could be the day you kind of treat yourself a little bit, but you can't do both days. And if you do it that way, you can kind of have minimal damage. But lo and behold, trust me, when they come back to me on Monday, I can tell how the weekend was. So yeah.
So that's what I was going to ask you for the ones that aren't really meal prepping, and I think you pretty much answered it. Like, what advice do you give them in regard to, you know, because a lot of people are, oh, I just don't see the results that I'm looking for, and I, you know, and then you explain, it's like, well, we need to clean that diet up, clear that meal plan up, and then you will. Because I had a client personally that I'm talking. And she just wasn't getting, like, why am I not dropping this? And, you know, the inches are still here. So I broke it down to her, explained it all to her, the meal plan about her macros, a meal, and how she's eating. And she got serious for 30 days on her meal plan. And she was like, I cannot believe that I didn't listen to you this whole time. So that
wasted all that time.
It makes a difference. I mean, you can work out. I tell my clients, if you want to pay me, and you want to work out and you want to eat how you want, I mean, you're more than welcome to do that, but I prefer you not do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I represent you, you represent me. So it's stick to that meal plan. You're going to see the results that you want. You can't just be all over the place with your meal, your food and eating and eat, you know, you have to stick to it. So it's important.
And even with that, I've had clients that say, well, I don't like to cook and I'm not going to measure and weigh my food. And I say, well, I give them, you know, some people don't know what to eat, and I'm not a nutritionist, so I let them know, hey, now I can put your macros in the calculator and tell you what you need to eat based on macros and give you some suggestions. I'm not a nutritionist. However, I do have a couple of friends that are nutritionists. I can refer you to them, or I do have a friend who actually cooks and preps the meals and do everything, and he'll deliver. And so I give you the tools you need. The rest is up to you, you know.
How you use it.
So it's really, and I think some people just work out because it's a stress reliever. They're not necessarily trying to. I mean, they're trying to be healthy. Don't get me wrong, but they're not really as disciplined with the diet as they should be. But some people just need that workout. Because trust me, I was telling my mom the other day. I said, I think I need to get my counselor certification because I find myself counseling a lot of my clients. It's like, you know, that's the perfect time to talk and decompress. And, you know, I'm like, y'all, I'm not a counselor.
And I'm going to tell you something. Bartenders and personal trainers get to know everybody's life stories.
Exactly.
Because I remember when I moved out to California, I had my certification as a trainer, and I was training this older lady, her and her husband. And man, it's like we were walking around the neighborhood because she was in her 70s. So we were walking around the neighborhood and she would tell me everything. I know so much. I even know some of the houses that some of the celebrities right here. This man right here, he had millions of dollars in the wall right here. And it was his wife would call me and we go over her house and the house just smelled bad. You can smell the money that he had inside. I knew so much. I'm like, wow. And I thought about that when I got my certification. They said bartenders and trainers, they are psychiatrists. They get to hear everything. And that's true.
It almost make me want to go get my certification.
So Yolanda, do you have any shows coming up? Are you currently on prep for anything? Got your eye on a show or anything?
I am prepping for life.
Okay.
I am prepping. Not right. Yeah. Right now, this year, I'm definitely not prepping for a show. Actually, I'm going to be helping with a few competitions backstage. I have judge a few shows in the
Say you were
past.
a judge as well, right?
Yeah, and I have, and I actually, help in the back,
Mhm.
officiating some of the shows,
Mhm.
expediting.
Your
I
expediters.
was I was the head expediter for a couple of shows, so that's pretty much what I'll be doing this year. No competitions for
Okay,
me,
gotcha.
Okay.
none for me.
So are you retired or just
You
laying
I've
low
been
right
I've
now?
been trying to retire. I've been trying to retire for the last 5 years,
Mhm.
but I got back
Mhm.
on stage last
Just
year
won't let
just to prove a point,
Uh,
and I had the skin ripped off of me. So,
yeah.
you.
oh
Well,
my
you
God, there's a whole different breed out there. It's
well
a
you
whole
still
different breed.
well you still
Mhm.
53 young, so you still got a long ways to go. You know that, right?
Mhm.
Ooh wee. Let me
You
tell
still
you,
got a long ways to go.
prepping at my age is a lot different. I
It's
mean, I have to
a
do a lot more. I'm telling you, when I first
Mhm.
started, I can be ready in 3 months.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now
Wow.
it's literally, it would literally, to be ready, it would literally take me a good 6 months, 5 or 6 months, really.
Mhm.
Wow.
To get
Wow.
Hmm.
ready.
Yep.
Well, I definitely can tell you, for both of y'all age, y'all look good. Y'all do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Y'all don't look like y'all don't look like Big Mama.
I'm
Y'all do not
Nana.
look like Big Mama. Oh, you Nana? Well,
I'm
I'm
yeah,
Nana.
honey.
yeah. Because when I was young, Big Mama didn't look like y'all. I'm
See,
just-
and see, and that's what I'm trying to get people away from, is that who says that at 50 or at 45 you're supposed to look, like Big Mama? Who says
Exactly.
that you have to be where you have to, just, we still lively. We still,
We
our skin can
still
still be
are.
tight. We can still,
Mhm.
look youthful and feel
Yeah.
youthful. We don't have to. And I think it comes with knowledge. And so that's kind of
Mhm.
where I'm any woman that I run across and I start training that's my age or older, that's what I
Mhm.
tell them. We don't have to succumb to what society has said
Mhm.
we're supposed to look like
That
at
we're
this age.
supposed to look
Mhm.
like. That's
You could be tasteful with everything,
Mhm.
obviously, but if you take care of yourself, take care of your body, eat healthy, get rest, drink water, you know, we can just look youthful for a long time.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Do you think social media plays a big part of that? Now that you see people like you and Yvette look the way you
Hmm.
look, you think that's a big part of that's changing the culture of people our ages? You think
I
social
think
media?
so.
I think so, and I think knowledge. I
Mhm.
know when I was younger, and when I would see someone 50, 45, in my mind, that's old, because they
Oh,
look, and
Mhm.
I'm being honest, they look
oh.
older. They don't
Mhm.
look like
Mhm.
we look now, and I
Mhm.
think it had to do with knowledge. And but to your point, I think social media, definitely promote women that are mature, seasoned women that still look nice, still look good, still
Mhm.
shapely, still look
Mhm.
healthy and fit. So and I think that's why retirement age and things like that is, the ages are pushed back. So
Mhm.
because we are living longer, we
Mhm.
have learned and tapped into the fountain of youth, which is eating right, exercise and drinking water, taking care of yourself. So
Mhm.
I think those things are all important.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
I feel like even Al, when you say as social media playing a part, take Sober Fitness, the club.
yeah.
We
Hmm.
started back in December when
December.
you always talk about we had 33, 37 clients. We're now up to 80,
Yeah.
807.
807 members in the group and
And
everybody posted.
you
Yeah.
look at the post, everybody is motivating everybody. Females we're pushing each other, high-fiving each other. And
Hmm.
just, the older women, are seeing us, the younger ones, they're seeing us as well,
Yeah.
and they're
Right.
saying, okay, so what can we do at this age to start to protect our youth? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As we age, because I feel like if women or men, if we started at an earlier age, and taking
Hmm.
diet, exercising. So when you get to be our age, you're there and it's preserved. But for the ones that haven't, they didn't do it in the younger days, it's not too late to start. And I feel like our
Exactly.
youth now, we're promoting a lot of that. I feel like we see the post every day. Everybody's motivated. Everybody is encouraging everybody, letting everybody know it's not too late to get started to be fit, you know,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah.
I tell
I
you,
agree.
I am so glad to have Yvette to be my partner in this because she definitely helped me raise the bar. When we started this Facebook group page, I know we both knew what we wanted, and we getting exactly what we wanted. We want this page to go to the go-to page where people can get motivated, so they can see people like y'all. I'm not there yet; my
Mm-hmm.
body's still under construction, but like y'all, that's working out, is in shape, and it's motivating people. I remember when I posted your picture. I had a couple of buddies that's in the group. Hey man, who's that? Man, she look good. Did we ever see her post something? Like, yeah, she posted a couple stuff. Like, yeah, man, she look good, man. I like that. So it's definitely motivating the guys because the women seem like they take more initiative first before the men. It
Mm-hmm.
seems like the women are more into it than the men. And now the men is getting into it because now they see, hey, these women, they stepped up their game.
Mm-hmm.
You got to step up your game. You want to hang with them, because they out there. Hey, the way they look, they can be bungee jumping, parachuting, all that stuff, and we walking around with a cane. so
That's right.
So I definitely appreciate you posting. I appreciate all the ladies that's posting. Matter of fact, I appreciate everybody that's posting.
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody that's posting because it's definitely making a big impact on people. I get so many DMs from people that love this platform,
Hmm.
and that right there let me know that this is working. It's working, and I'm the
That's
kind of
awesome.
person that, yeah. When I started this, it was I started out just trying to do t-shirts. That's it. Because I was working out and it went from a headband to a t-shirt. And
Hmm.
now look, we doing this right here. So, and I remember my
That's
cousin told
awesome.
me, said, man, you don't know where Silver Fox Fitness Club is going to take you. Just enjoy the journey. So I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying the love. I'm enjoying everything about this platform. I'm enjoying talking to you, Yolanda. Like I said, I seen you in school. I never talked to you. Now look, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
tall, shy kid.
look how that.
Yeah, tall, shy kid in high school with a Jerry curl looking like ready for the world. Now I'm talking to you.
Wow.
You know. So hey, I am honored. I am honored.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I just
well,
I just
go
think
ahead.
the fitness. I think the fitness platform, even at our age, as we get older, it can be used in so many different arenas as we get older, as we deal with life and things in general. We were
Mm-hmm.
talking earlier about mental health and things like that. Fitness. If you take that anxiety, those that energy, that negative energy, and use it to exercise, take that negative energy and turn it into something else, and use that as an outlet to deal with those inner demons that you fight or whatever you're dealing with on the inside, and use fitness to work out. I know I've had to do it because, like I said before, I'm human and life happens to all of us. When I felt different things going on in my head, in my
Hmm.
mental space, when life felt like it was closing in on me and I didn't know what to do, my go-to was to gym. I got on that
Hmm.
treadmill, I pray, I cry, I work out, I get those dumbbells and I push, I get that squat rack and I squat, and I do lunges, I do burpees, I run up a hill, whatever I had to do to make sure that I'm rechanneling that negative energy into something that I know
Hmm.
is going to benefit me,
Exactly.
versus, turn into alcohol or turn into this or turn into that. I use the fitness platform to deal with a lot of things in life. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I concur on that because a lot of times I find myself in the gym. My go-to, I go in there and it's like immediately when my hand hits that door handle, I forget everything. It's like the outside
Yes.
world doesn't even exist. It's like I go to a place and it's my happy place. It's that zone where,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I just took a deep breath and there, I'm on some island somewhere. That's how it feels.
Exactly.
Lost
Yes.
and
Yes.
just the weights and training and just reprogramming myself to forget about any
Mm-hmm.
negativity or anything like that. Yeah, so
And a lot
Exactly.
of time, the workouts that you don't want to go do
Mhm.
usually end up being the
The
best
best
ones.
ones. Yeah.
It worked out
Those
for
are the
me a
ones
lot.
we need to do.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Those are times
no,
I
that's
hate. I do
always.
not want to do. Yeah, yeah. There are times I went to the gym. I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing legs. I'm just tired. I do it, and next thing I know, I'm like, okay, okay, I'm stacking on some more plates. And
Yeah.
when it's all done, I'm like, man, that
Hmm.
was a great workout. Man, that was good. That was
Hmm.
And it
good. So
always works out that way. Hmm.
Yeah.
always works out that way. Well, like I said, I am honored. I'm glad to have you,
Yes.
and don't be a
Thank
stranger.
you.
And definitely keep posting because people are watching, and it's
Yeah.
definitely motivating me. It's motivating other members in the group. Keep doing it.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
how can people get at you? How can they keep on following you? Of course, in the group page, but other things. And if they want to also be trained by you out in Texas, what in Houston area, Katy, Houston,
Yeah.
hey, close together.
Yeah,
How
Memorial,
how can they
Katie.
get you?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
how can they get with you?
I'm definitely on social media under Yolanda Smith. You know, no mystical nothing about me, Yolanda Smith. And then if you go to Instagram, it is I am Yolanda.Smith. Just that simple. I am Yolanda.Smith. And on Twitter, it's Get Fit for Purpose.
Go
Okay.
follow her, guys.
Definitely, definitely.
Ladies, gents, go follow.
Okay. And
Awesome.
Miss Yvette, how can they reach you as well?
Facebook, I'm Jazzy_1 Fitness, and Instagram, it's Jazzy_1 Fitness_ IFBB
Okay,
Both
okay.
of those outlets.
Yeah. And me, Al Henderson, that's my regular personal Facebook page. Of course, Silver Fox Fitness Club. I'm one of the
Mhm.
admins, Yvette, one of the admins, and Mimi McLeod's one of the admins. And also on Instagram, Silver Fox Fitness Club, and YouTube, Silver Fox Fitness Club. Also, folks, when you go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get a lot of members in there, and so we can keep on creating content. We're trying to blow this up. We're trying to change the culture of the Silver Fox Fitness Club. We're trying to do
So
it.
on YouTube, is it Silver Fox? It's the same thing.
Huh?
Silver Fox.
YouTube, Silver Fox Fitness Club.
Okay.
Just like the group, Silver Fox
Mhm.
Fitness Club. So I try to
Okay.
keep the same.
Subscribe and like.
Yeah. Also, folks, been having a lot of people because I really hadn't been really pushing the shirts. I've been more trying to push this right now. But if you want to buy Silver Fox Fitness Club to support, it's silverfoxfitnessclub.com. But on the Fox, it's 2X, not
Okay.
one. So Silver Fox with the Fox is 2X, and
Yeah.
silverfoxfitnessclub.com, and definitely every shirt or anything you buy, I appreciate it. Yvette appreciate it.
Yes.
And like I said, we trying to move this to the next level. Definitely that. So thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, my guests.
Okay.
Thank
Yes.
You
Thank
are
you, Yolanda.
welcome. You are
you. Mhm.
welcome. I've
Thank you.
enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, folks. Until next Thursday. I have Danny. I'm still working it out, but so far she's supposed to be coming on here next Thursday, and she is a vegan and she's a herbalist talking about
Mhm.
herbs. So
That's all.
we're gonna it worked. When I
Yes.
was in California, believe it or not, I was a vegan for 2 years. When I moved back to Texas, my parents, they thought I was on something. I had lost so much weight. My skin was looking so good. They was wondering, it got to the point they thought I was sick, and I wasn't sick. I was healthy and I lost a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
I had changed my
Mm.
whole diet. I was taking herbs and all that stuff. So I'm going to be having her on next week, and that's going to be a great thing as well. So every Thursday, we're trying to bring the best person, the best content to educate you, give you the knowledge. Because a lot of us think we know everything, we don't.
Exactly.
Especially, now everything's changed. I was doing a lot of cardio, burning my knees out. Yvette came and said, "Hey, why are you doing so much cardio? what,
Just
what's
running
your
on
eat
that
look like?"
treadmill.
Just
Yeah,
running.
yeah,
Just
yeah. You just
running.
running. I like, well, I
Thought he
used
was
to
trying
run.
to run to Houston.
Yeah, I'm trying
Oh
to run to Houston.
Lord.
Yeah, I like, well, Evie, I used to run all the time when I was young. She's like, yeah, when you was younger. You ain't young no more. Why you running? So I had to change some things up. So sometimes the old way is not the best way. You got to change it
That's
up.
right.
Especially when
Yeah.
Yeah.
you get older, your metabolism slowed down, all that stuff. So
Body parts aching.
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
Knees hurting.
Yeah.
Back
Also,
hurt.
folks, you still can put down your comment, and me and Yvette we will definitely try to answer it. And just go ahead and drop a comment. Definitely
Mhm.
that. All right, folks.
Thank you guys
Good
for
night.
joining.
Good night. Have a great weekend. I know I got a busy weekend. Got my cousin graduating this weekend in Morehouse. So got family members coming in. Got families coming in tonight. So
That's awesome.
all right, fellas. folks. Later.
Bye,
Y'all
Yolanda.
have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You too.
Take
Bye.
care. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.